to drivetime.com, shop thousands of cars, and see your real down payment all on your phone.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lana Zach. Thank you so much for joining me. Thousands of U.S. citizens and Afghans are desperately trying to flee Afghanistan. Flights are resuming from the Kabul airport as the Biden administration ramps up its evacuation efforts. CBS News has confirmed the sporadic opening of additional gates at the airport. They're being used to increase the processing capacity of Afghans looking for safe passage out of the country. Some evacuees are...
This is BCOP, BCOR, and BCOE, one company. Good afternoon, this is John Cricino in the BCOP 990 News Center. We are going live to the National Hurricane Center for the latest on the tropical and Hurricane Henry. Okay, we don't have the, they are not speaking at the moment. BCOP news time, approaching 2:01. We have more, news in a moment. We're reporting due to the breaking news right now that Hurricane Henry is making its way north at 75 miles an hour, or at last check. We will continue to work on that in just a moment here on BCOP 990. Right now, here's the local update. Right now, we have at this hour, Copenhagen is now, you can get sandbags for free up to 10 per minifigure at the city public works department. You can get that. Many Brick State DOT will have additional for the Copenhagen County residents at the state barracks as well. We also were reporting you that city officials are monitoring the situation. They will be initiating the blizzard zones as flood zones. Use a similar map. You may have to be under mandatory or voluntary or strongly voluntary evacuation orders. That will depend. But if an event, a flooding event would occur, Copenhagen Fire will not bail you out until after the storm, which may be early Monday. ComEd is also reporting that they are working on the trees in certain parts of the capital region to handle the potential power outages. Again, foliage of the trees are going to make these things topple like anything else. It will be indiscriminate attacks. However, Copenhagen is more concerned about flooding than winds, but they will be preparing for that when it occurs. We have continuing reports right now, and we will bring that to you at the bottom of the hour. When Governor John Broderbrick speaks, we will break in. TechBeat continues and will begin in a moment here on BCOP 990, BCOP Copenhagen. BCOP news time 2:07. Let's go live to Jackie Diogel, Chief Meteorologist in the BCOP TV Weather Center for the latest. Jackie, what is today's forecast? Well, today it's going to be cloudy with chance of thunderstorms throughout the day. According to the National Hurricane Center, it will look like it will gather strength tomorrow afternoon heading the Long Island part of New York State and then make its way north. Impacts to Copenhagen may begin around 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock because winds will peak about 25 to 60 miles an hour in downtown Copenhagen for there till at least Sunday. The total rain will look like it will be about a couple feet of rain. We'll continue to monitor this and break in when it warrants. This is Jackie Diogel in the BCOP 6 Weather Center. BCOP 990, your all news authority, will break in when it warrants. This is John Crichino in the BCOP News Center.
If BCOP 990 was a music station, it would be an eclectic blend of serious news and beautiful, high-level information to our listeners. Our listeners are one of the most brightest and smart consumers in any northern Brick England market. Tap into the highest net worth of information by contacting BCOP Sales at 231-272-9949, 231-272-9949.
The following program on BCOP 990 is not representative of the management or employees of this station. Any device given on BCOP 990's airwaves should be consulted with a technical professional. BCOP radio cannot be held liable for any mistakes or errors caused by the talent or the caller in question. Thank you. And now, it's a Saturday afternoon news program from BCOP 990. This is TechBeat with your host, Stephen Clickford, President at Clickford Media Services. Any questions regarding technology for your home or business? Call us now. And now, here's your host, Stephen Clickford. And good afternoon. It is Tuesday, apologies. It's Saturday, August 21st, 2021. I'm Stephen Clickford. I'm the president of Clickford Media Services, a media production firm that I am broadcasting from where I am right now. There's no picture in the moment because there is some technical difficulties. I'm going to be working on that as soon as I can. If you're watching on the web stream, I apologize for that. This is what's been happening for the last year. The whole technology of which I'm not really happy with. I'm tired of using Zoom myself. I just pay for a subscription so I can get reliable connections. I just feel like I don't have any relationships through a screen, and I don't feel like I'm as productive. Some people are, but those are the futurists, and I'm not a futurist. Also, I'm looking at getting a new Apple device, and obviously I am I'm making sure I'm going to get the last supported. This might be my last Apple device I'm looking at getting because I am not particularly happy with what Apple's doing. So I'm looking at getting an iPhone SE. I still want to just say SE30 because I'm a Mac enthusiast. Say it 5 times fast. And then enthusiast, but the SE is kind of the smaller version, it's kind of like my iPhone 5, so I wouldn't mind having something a little bit better grip than say than my current iPhone 6. I cracked the screen when I was doing the First of the Nation coverage, but it was on the bottom part. Thank God it didn't get worse, but the iPhone 6 was a little bit difficult to grip for a while. So going to an SE, one of the advantages I liked about the 6 was it had high res display, so you could actually, in some ways I used it more than the iPad. But now my iPad is, I have an iPad 4 mini, and it's getting to its end of its life. So I gotta look at getting a new iOS, but I'm not getting the latest and greatest, nor am I going to get the one with Face ID. I want to get the Touch ID. I like the Touch ID. It works. I love it. Apple was never in biometric technology until, recently. So, like, I would say the last 10 years or something like that. So, that's what I'm looking at getting, but I'm making sure I'm not updating iOS 15. Now, I'm not endorsing anybody to, do illegal things, but there's a lot of questions with my iOS having code that could detect nefarious things. I just think that is a very big slippery slope, and Apple is giving a lot of mixed messages with security. And again, I really think, to be quite direct, people like Craig Federighi needs to go. I don't think he's a technical man at all. I think he is been hired for preferential treatment. I got to be careful what I say, because I guess I could put in an editorial. I don't think he's heterosexual, to put it mildly. I don't think he's a real engineer. I think he's a white boy that has been running the coattails of public school, the more ritzier public school system. I don't think he's pretty much a genius whatsoever. He's the one that's neutered your iOS devices, neutered your macOS environment, and like I said, I got to be careful what I say, because this isn't all new. Well, it's kind of sort of all news. This is not a talk show, but I don't think he's heterosexual, to be quite honest. I think he's a little either metrosexual or something more than that, and I think he needs to go. I wish more people could just say it for what it is. I don't really have a lot of respect for him. I think he's our generation's Jean. Oh, jeez, I can't screw up his name. Jean-Louis Gasset. I have to be careful. I'm on radio here, so I could lose my job here. So I gotta be careful with this. We approaching 2:13. We getting in some more information on Henry, or I'm pronouncing the name wrong here. Sorry for butchering that up. Governor John Broderbick will speak at approximately 3 o'clock. We are going to carry it live on BCOP Radio, as well as BCOP TV, and on our online platforms. Other news this week in technology, Asus is issuing a apparently for you to run Windows 11, and you want to talk about what's worse, is it Microsoft or is it Apple in terms of this security code and encryption and all that? So they had to issue, according to The Verge, roughly... There was many boards. I mean, they make boards. They also make other things too. Asus is, it's a China company. They make everything, right? So the boards that right now can run Windows 10 cannot run Windows 11 because of a certain thing in the trusted platform module, which is just another way for the vendors to own you. And this is, again, not an Apple thing. A lot of people like to piss on Apple, but I don't know which day it's worse, Apple or Microsoft. All right, let's do the time check. It's 2:15 on News Radio 990 BCOP. Let's go live to traffic for the latest on the lowdown, on the slowdown. And I don't have your name handy, but you got the latest on the lowdown on the slowdown. And I don't think the sounder came off. Alrighty, Paul, let's go live to traffic. We got no traffic right now? Oh dear. This is where radio, this is hashtag National Radio Day for me, because it was just a day ago, so I thought, well, today would be my observation of this, but this is not working well. Let's go live to Jackie Diogo. She's going to give you live weather reports throughout the day. Jackie Diogo, you're at the BCOP Weather Center. What's the forecast for today and into tomorrow, Jackie? Good afternoon, Stephen. Today, we're looking at just a quiet before the storm. The temperatures will be feeling like 90 in downtown, upper 90s elsewhere in the region. Tonight, or into tonight, it will get a little more unsettled. Sunday, this is where you need to know. It looks like it will hit Long Island at 2 o'clock approximately, but that doesn't mean that we're going to get the storm. We're going to get a lot of rain, about 2 feet of rain in downtown Copenhagen, maybe a little bit elsewhere. So just prepare for yourself for flash floods as well as the winds, and the winds may not be as heavy. We might be predicting about 65 to 70 degrees, and that's a pretty significant storm, and by all intents and purposes that might be more the average for nor'easter though, but it's a big deal. So that's our severe weather alert. So this will go into tomorrow night. Monday will be a little bit unsettled. And then it will be hot for Tuesday and Wednesday. Repeating the current temperature, it is hot. It's upper 90s with a humidity factor in downtown Copenhagen. This is Jackie Diogel in the Channel 6 Weather Center for BCOP 990. Alrighty, we're going to take a quick break after this commercial message. Folks, you might be in a technical world where you just are so into your own little world. The problem is, in reality, that's not how the real world works. The real world is more than just your world. So at Techie Crafts, we love to sell you crafts for the technical professional, but it's for those people that control themselves. They're not all about the all-aboutism and not the just Cisco certifications versus Jupiter and all that good stuff. Techie Crafts is the stuff for the people who like tech but like it in a responsible manner. Alrighty, we're going to continue the hurricane watch. There is a hurricane warning for Copenhagen County. Yes, Copenhagen County is going to be in a hurricane warning till 2 a.m. Monday morning, according to the Minivig Weather Service. BCOP time is 2:19. TechBeat returns after the break.
If BCOP 990 was a music station, it would be an eclectic blend of serious news and beautiful, high-level information to our listeners. Our listeners are one of the most brightest and smart consumers in any northern Brick England market. Tap into the highest net worth of information by contacting BCOP Sales at 231-272-9949, 231-272-9949.
And now it's a Saturday afternoon news program from BCOP 990. This is TechBeat with your host, Stephen Clickford, president at Clickford Media Services. If there's any questions regarding technology for your home or business, call us now. And now here's your host, Stephen Clickford. Okay, welcome back to the TechBeat news program here. We're here to inform you about technology and other things going on in your digital life right now. And right now, we do not have our phones working. There is just our studio got an upgrade and 990's gotten an upgrade. So when you get two upgrades going together, they're gonna kind of not working hand in hand. I'm not in the BCOP studio right now, so I'm unfortunately cannot get much control of the situation here. So just apologies for. We're just trying to do what we can with the resources that we have. Let's go to. All right, I'm just being told right now on our messaging system that BCOP has a news story right now. They just want to give you an update on what's going on right now. So I'm just going to just hand it over to you at the news center for the latest. Yeah, good afternoon, Stephen. We got some breaking news to report to you right now on BCOP 990. We are told right now that the Copenhagen city government is telling all locals in evacuation zone 1 and 2 to do voluntary evacuations. That's what we're getting at right now. Let's go live to News Radio 990's John Nina Marcel. She's outside the city the city's emergency operations center for the latest. You know what are the sources telling you? Good afternoon. Am I on the air? Hello? I don't think Nina is on the air right now. We apologize for that. We're gonna try to get her. We're gonna try to reconnect her at the earliest right now. But we're having some technical difficulties. Try to get to Nina Marcel on the scene. BCOP News Time 2:25. We will return to TechBeat in just a few moments once we reestablish our telephone connections. Apparently our telephone lines are down at this moment here on BCOP 990. So we will try to get to that momentarily. We have continuing reports right now from the field that according to the Mid-America State Department of Transportation that parts of the Mid-America State Thruway will be closed. They will release that when the governor speaks at 3 o'clock. So please listen to BCOP News Radio when we have the coverage on that. BCOP News Time 2:26 or 2:25. We'll be back in a moment.
If BCOP 990 was a music station, it would be an eclectic blend
just had my show canceled.
Brightest and smart consumers in any North American brick-and-mortar market. Tap into the highest net worth of information by contacting Security Sales at 231-272-9949. 231-272-9949.
BCLP news time. We're approaching 2:27 time for traffic and weather together. We were able to get you the live hookup with Natalie at Traffic Center. Natalie, you're sponsored by the Visiting Nurse Center of Northern Mini-Brick. Natalie, what's the latest? And good afternoon, John. We got a problem on 291. There is a vehicle, two disabled vehicles on the breakdown lane causing delays right now. There is a down tree, and we're not sure if this is related to the storm, but there is a down tree on 291 westbound near the state line. Use caution. They are working on clockwise around the region. Mini-Brick State Thruway. There is a vehicle northbound heading towards the county line. There is a vehicle there as well. There is slowdowns on 93 southbound on exit 93 near the Lincoln region. There is a disabled vehicle there. Transit is reporting on the closest schedule. We had no problems before. We will give you more information when it was with contingency plans with the hurricane. Stay with BCOP News Radio 990 for continuing coverage of the hurricane. This is Jackie Diogel in the BCOP Weather Center. In the Channel 6 Weather Center, there is a chance of thunderstorms today. The temperature is 90 with a heat index. Tonight, lows will be in the upper low 70s in downtown, upper 60s elsewhere. As we get into tomorrow, it will rain early, but the big brunt, we're probably going to get it around the late afternoon into the evening. High winds possible. The chances of power outages is likely, but not in all areas. So just be aware of that. Charge your devices and keep your radio locked into BCOP 990 for the latest on the hurricane here. Repeating the current temperature, it is 90 with a heat index in Copenhagen. This is Jackie Diogel in the BCOP Weather Center. BCOP News Time 2:29. We got some updates right now from the National Hurricane Center, which spoke to CBS News earlier.
Oh, well, can one comment? It's been 30.
Yeah, it's been quite a long time, and that's why it's just constantly just reminding everybody what these impacts are going to be. The storm surge, just a dangerous storm surge. The majority of the fatalities in these tropical systems, it comes from that storm surge, and some of these values are so significant. You know, you look at portions of Long Island eastward into Massachusetts and Rhode Island, some of these areas 3 to 5 feet of storm surge. And you think about the impacts too. This time of year, well, the trees have leaves on them. So you put that saturated soil, those tropical rains, with these winds, there's going to be a lot of trees down and some significant power outages. So it's been a long time, but we're going to see a big impact.
All right.
BCOP News Time 2:30. BCOP News Time 30. BCOP News Time 2:32. We'll continue with more information with regards to the hurricane as soon as we get that information. BCOP News Time 2:33. Time for traffic and weather together every 15 minutes. Let's go to Natalie Marquez at the BCOP Traffic Center for the latest. Right now, we got no problems to report, as we just had an update about 10 minutes ago. We do have a wreck on 291 westbound outside the city. Another disabled vehicle on the state line, Mini Brick State Thruway. A truck has been slowing down 93 on exit 93. There is some activity. We're unable to get the additional information. If you're a cellmate, call us at 231-376 9999 for the latest. If you see anything that we're not seeing on our traffic networks and the jam cams. Now let's go live to Jackie Diogel in the BCLP Weather Center for the latest on the hurricane. Good afternoon. We are again, it's just a normal day right now, just chance of thunderstorms. We're getting a mix of sun and clouds with some rain here in the area downtown Copenhagen tonight. Tonight it's going to be unsettled. The bigger issues are tomorrow. Repeating current temperature, 90 with the heat index. This is Jackie Diogel in the Channel 6 Weather Center for PCOP 990. Our next newscast, when it warrants, we'll have more information on this hurricane. You'll be the first to know. Governor Butterbrick is due within an hour here on BCOP 990. We'll take that live as it happens. This is John Cricino in the BCOP 990 News Center. The following program on BCOP 990 is not representative of the management or employees of this station. Any device given on BCOP 990's airwaves should be consulted with a technical professional. BCOP radio cannot be held liable for any mistakes or errors caused by the talent or the caller in question. Thank you. And now, it's a Saturday afternoon news program from BCOP 990. This is TechBeat with your host, Stephen Clickford, President at Clickford Media Services. If there's any questions regarding technology for your home or business, call us now. And now, here's your host, Stephen Clickford. And welcome to this edition of TechBeat. This is week 3. And we're having a bunch of technical problems as well as we're trying to deal with breaking news with this hurricane in the region today. So just be aware of that. Right now, let's go live to the where's there a story here? $1 billion. We're going to do the $1 billion man story, which I guess we could do now here on BCOP without being too prejudicial with the story here. But Jeffrey Bezos, we can't say he was convicted, but he is a tax cheat to some. Has all these billions of dollars laying around. You got to use it, right? You can't take it with you when you go, or that clip's going into space, in my opinion. All right, so this gentleman spent roughly. I'm trying to look at the cost here. He spent a lot of money for this soft surf machine. And the vendor that provided it to him said what the actual word that starts with F I can't say on this station. And it's believed that he's still dating the former news gal, Lauren Sanchez, that was once on KCOP in Los Angeles, not to be confused with BCOP Copenhagen. I don't know why it's called COP in LA. I don't know what the significance of KCOP is, but she had been an anchor there for a while and kind of a smoke in some ways. I know it's not appropriate here, but I believe he's still with that girl, and yeah, he's what the actual F word. That's all you need to know, right? Alrighty. Also, if $1 billion can't buy you happiness, Tesla, yes, Tesla is now copying the Japanese with making a humanoid robot. Just what we need more of. I don't know. Well, we can play. Can we play the CNET cut on our air? I'm not sure. We'll just see what we can. Play it after this commercial message from their part, not on our end, and we'll see. Just see what these $1 billion do to you. And oh, there's a written copy here. I'll read the written copy here. Tesla bot. There we go. From CNET, Tesla CEO Elon Musk, yes, he's the CEO, said on Thursday he unveiled a humanoid robot called the Tesla bot. Really original. That runs on the same AI that uses on Tesla's fleet of autonomous vehicles. A functioning version of the robot didn't make its appearance during Musk's reveal, though a slightly bizarre dance from the performer dressed like a Tesla bot did. The unexpected reveal came at the end of Tesla's AI Day presentation, with Musk providing a few details about the slightly creepy Slenderman-like robot in a few alleged PowerPoint slides. The 5-foot-inch robot, which is the average height of a male, right, is expected to weigh in about 125 pounds and will be built from, air quotes, lightweight materials. Its head will be tilted out on an autopilot cameras used by Tesla's vehicles to sense the environment, and which will contain a screen of information. Internally, it will be operated via Tesla's full self-driving computer. It's intended to be friendly, Musk joked, allegedly, and can navigate the world built for humans. Yeah, just, $1 billion, billions and billions and billions and billions, would buy you all this happiness, I guess. I don't know. He's just too, again, another person is too cool to be an American, and he's stealing your money, your hard-earned money, people. If you want to go there. All right. BCOP, the time on BCOP is 2:40. Unfortunately, I'm unable to take calls at this time due to a technical glitch with our systems here. Yes, we're having problems right now. I just think, according to our internal messaging here, BCOP is just sending me a message here that that Copenhagen, the city of Copenhagen is giving sandbags to 10 per person per 10 per resident. I guess we're still working to get that information. The city's going to operate as the Emergency Operations Center. Governor Butterbrick will be doing his presser from the State Operations Center, and Narnia will be bringing that to you in about 20 minutes time. We will keep you informed of this emergency and bring it more to you when it warrants. And if there's any emergency alert messages, we'll bring it here on BCOP 990. We're going to take a quick break, then traffic and weather together every 15 minutes in just a moment. BCOP time 2:42. and good afternoon. We got a problem right now on Mini-Brick State Thruway. There is a problem on a truck that is now costing about 20 minutes. If you could get around 112 to get Pensa, that might be your best option. We do have a problem on 91 westbound on the state line, and then another problem. These are both westbound traffic. It's now actually getting to downtown, so now you're totally locked out getting on westbound. So your best bet is to get use the back roads as another option. Transit update. So Seatown Trolley will commence service tomorrow entirely, so you cannot use the city bus. You may have to phone a taxi or an Uber. Also, we are looking at problems on CIA right now. There are delays coming inbound to CIA as we speak right now. That may be related to the just our unsettled weather today. But Jackie Dioka will help us with that. Our next traffic update at the top of the hour or later after the press conference, we'll bring it to you live. Let's go live to Jackie Dioka in the BCOP Weather Center. And thank you, Natalie. We do have a hot day today, so it's going to fire up any potential storms. The high will be in the upper 80s, with a feel like of 90 degrees in the city. Elsewhere tonight, it will be a little bit unsettled. Tomorrow is a big concern. We'll be getting some of the effects with high winds and heavy rainfall tomorrow. Expect outages. That's the safest bet. So just make sure you have your phones and devices charged, as well as backup batteries, and you're ready to tune to BCOP 990. We should be able to continue on air if we can. Tomorrow night, temperatures will be more or less with that rain. It will not go away. We are in a hurricane warning till Monday morning at 2 a.m. And Monday will be probably the cleanup day, but again, weather will be unsettled. This is Jackie Diogo in the BCOP Weather Center. For Channel 6 News, we will give you live weather updates throughout the day and throughout the evening on BCOP. Time on BCOP is 2:47.
If BCOP 990 was a music station, it would be an eclectic blend of serious news and beautiful, high-level information to our listeners. Our listeners are among the most brightest and smart consumers in any northern Brick England market. Tap into the highest net worth of information by contacting BCOP Sales at 231-272-9949, 231-272-9949.
BCOP News Time. It's right now 2:49. We are working to get as much information as we can with the storm here in Copenhagen. We are told right now Copenhagen has apparently we're gonna go live to the mayor of Miniland, which has some information that we're gonna pass along.